Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles and cousins, of course, and nanas and papas, or American patriots and baseball fans everywhere, welcome to this edition of the Valley Baseball League podcast. It is time to wish you all a happy 4th of July. I know, you're all sitting there going, what is he talking about? It's something like the 11th of July now, and he's now finally getting around to wishing us happy 4th. All right, roll with me for just a second. We tried to get you a nice 4th of July thing with our all-star kind of rewind. We took you back to 2018 and showed you 3 different looks at various all-star teams from the Valley. We did it again a couple days later, 2019. But here's the magic. The game we're recapping tonight in day 32 of the Valley League, this was the 4th of July game. And so guess what? I get the opportunity to wish you all another happy 4th. Just a quick kind of pitch. I'm going to do something outside of baseball. I know it's going to freak you all out. And you're going to be like, oh my goodness, I can't believe what just happened on YouTube. But here goes. Roll with me. So if you haven't been to Bristol, Rhode Island for the 4th of July, highly recommend that you go. It is absolutely a slice of Americana that you want to experience at least one time. And here's why. That town is a town of about 30,000, 40,000 people normally, but they celebrate 4th of July with the longest running 4th of July parade in the country. They've been doing it for like 240 some odd years. They did not do it this year, so they'll have a lot of saved up 4th of July stuff come next year. But the town spends a year planning this thing. They spend a month celebrating the 4th of July. Yes, they paint the center line down the main street red, white, and blue. Yes, the donuts are decorated red, white, and blue, and so are all the houses. It's absolutely a blast. So if you haven't been to Bristol, highly recommend that you try to spend one 4th of July there. And as you may be well aware, and this will come as a huge shock, but the greeting in Bristol on the 4th of July and or around the month leading up to it is Happy 4th. So I realize I might be a little late in my Happy 4th to you, but we're glad you're here. And it's time to talk about July 4th, 2019, as we look back at our 2019 season in this, our 2020 Rewind season. So you know I can't do this by myself. So I have the gang here. Everybody say hi to Aaron.
Hi.
And guess who's here? Our pun master, Jordan.
How's it going tonight, fans?
We got to get you a pun for hello. I don't know what it's going to be, but I know we're going to come up with one. All right, so a lot of action on the 4th of July in the Valley back on July 4th, 2019. We had, count it, one game that night. Jordan, set the stage for us. What happened and what was so special about this game?
Yeah, Graham, well, you know what? I think it's only appropriate that in a game like this tonight on the 4th of July, where we look back at so many men and so many brave women that really are a cornerstone of winning our independence so long ago. And you see so many generals out there, very young generals who went out there trying to get wins. And you know what? We got that tonight. And they may have been down early, but they came back later on and, maybe took out the guy who on paper might have had a little bit of an advantage, but that doesn't necessarily turn out to always be the way things go. And that's why we're all here right now. But this is a fantastic 4th of July game. And fans, I cannot reiterate any harder when I've said in the past, stick around until that 9th inning. You really want to stick around for the 9th inning tonight.
Yeah, well, you know what I've loved about these rewind games, and it'd be kind of interesting to see how many of these games actually come down to the last inning. But I would say most, is that fair? Most of our rewind games have come down to a walk-off, whether it's a balk or a strikeout or a home run or whatever. They've come down to that last inning. Aaron, what stands out to you about this Independence Day game?
I'm going to have to go with the hitter of the day from Waynesboro. Or you would think it's from Waynesboro after you know who wins, but it wasn't. It was from Charlottesville, and it was Thomas Francisco. He is an all-star and showcase player, and he plays out of East Carolina. So, anyone familiar with East Carolina knows that they have a great baseball program in North Carolina. And this Tom Sox infielder went 3 for 5 with a run, a double, a triple, and an RBI. He's been in the Valley for 11 games and has had a hit in every single one of those games. So he's really doing really well for the Charlottesville Tom Sox. And I will give an honorable mention to Connor Norby. He played for Waynesboro in this game. he went 2 for 4, had 3 runs, an RBI, a walk, a home run, and a stolen base. So not only can he hit, he's also pretty fast. So pretty incredible performance from Connor Norby on this night.
Yeah, and we were just talking about him last night in the game last night. He is clearly a standout player. All right, so stupid hockey player moment. Got to ask a question. I'm playing poker with you guys. I've laid down my money, and I've got a straight, right? I've covered it. I've got like the ace of hearts, the king of hearts. Let's just call it a royal flush instead. Ace of hearts, king of hearts on the way down. I got that. It's a rarity, but I lay it down. I take all your money, and I'm really happy about that. Baseball, I'm just kind of curious. What do they call it when a player gets, a single, a double, a triple, a home run? Do they have anything for that? Is there a baseball royal flush where you cover all your bases and get like one of each card?
Completing the cycle, sir.
That's it, huh? Completing the cycle. All right, stupid hockey player moment. You guys told me that the other day. It just doesn't stick. Like I said before, you get hit in the head one too many times and stuff just doesn't stick in there like it used to. All right, very nice. Well, it sounds like listening to you kind of continue to embarrass myself here. Why not? When you called off all the things, did they complete that cycle or what were they missing?
No, not quite. So let's see. Thomas Francisco had a double and a triple. And he didn't have a home run. So that would be the one that he didn't have. He had a single, a double, a triple, but no home run.
So it was almost there. I mean, even the hockey player kind of picked up on most of it, but I was missing. Yeah, so close. If only he had a grenade. Well, hey, anything else you want to wrap up about the Independence Day game?
Yeah, I've actually wanted to go and mention, because it was the lone game of the night as well. That means we had a pitcher of the day come in out of this one. And on the mound, Devin Hemingway in this game, the one key number that I really want to bring up with him, his ERA on the season is 1.39, which is incredible for going this deep into a season. Imagine having played X amount of baseball games, and it has to be near the double digits already if it isn't, I would imagine. And you're on average allowing just about a run and a half per pitching performance. That is fantastic as far as a mound athlete, and that might be one of the best ERAs in the entire league right now.
Well, we love the best ERAs. Aaron, you just we played a podcast, if people hadn't seen it, with Brandon Caranta the other day. Talk about great ERAs. Do you mind just sharing some of the things that stand out with you for that podcast? If you guys haven't seen it, highly recommend that you rewind our rewind season and go back about a week and a half or so. Maybe it's a little bit more like 2 weeks now, and catch up on that podcast. Aaron, share a few highlights with us from that talk you had with Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, he was a crowd favorite in the Valley. Everybody loved watching him play, and he was a great player, but a very great guy as well. I know a lot of the Strasburg fans were really excited to see a podcast with him, get to know him a little bit more, kind of see what he's been up to. And he's actually started his own baseball team. It's a rec team that he's playing up in the northern part of New York where he's from, and he's managing the team, also playing. And I asked him if he can still hit as well as he did when he was in the Valley, because he was not only a pitcher, but he was a utility player. He played any position on any given night and was very good at the plate as well. And so he says he does try to get up there and at least hit a home run every now and again.
Yeah, just to show up to other players on his team. Yeah, he was amazing. Talk about, we love those utility players. We love those guys. I mean, he had some great stats. So anyway, if you haven't had a chance to see that one, check it out. We just spent some time talking to Dennis Atwood. Hope you guys enjoyed that chance to kind of look behind the scenes, pull the curtain back on the Wizard of Oz and see how it works. A lot of work goes into these games. We're going to continue to try to bring you some of the behind the scenes and introduce you to the crew that makes the press box work, helps organize the game day. You know, one of the things that happens is we have interns who want to come in and be part of the Valley League or one of these teams. And part of one of the intern jobs is game day operations. So we're going to give you an inside look at kind of what that is and who the people are that are making this happen. So look forward to that as we continue through the month of July and into August. Anyway, that's going to do it for us tonight. We're going to wish you all perfect health, and we're going to wish you all a speedy return to the baseball diamond. Until tomorrow night, for Aaron and Jordan and myself, take care, everybody. We'll look forward to seeing you again on the same YouTube channel, same time. Thanks again.
Hemingway from the stretch delivers, and that one is looped into short right field. Coming on, making the catch is Devin Warner from Auburn. That's going to get the run home, however, as the throw not in time, and sliding in for a 1-0 lead is Connor Norby. That'll move the runner Lopez down to third, so he's 90 feet away from scoring with the Generals already up 1-0. Hemingway delivers, and that one is sent right back up the middle, and it's going to get through, base hit, and now a 2-0 lead for Waynesboro here in the top of the first.
Greg Ryan really sold out with the leap for it, but he couldn't get it there. Despite the looks of rain, we still have some people trickling in, as you mentioned we would.
3-2 is fisted to short. Tough play for Ryan, but he scoops it up and steps on the bag. And that will do it for the inning here in the top of the first. But the Generals strike first. They're up 2-0 on a sacrifice fly and an RBI single. Tom Sox coming to bat for the first time when we come back. 12-4 here at home. The 3-2 misses inside, and the Tom Sox have a 1-out base runner. The 0-1 to Francisco. That one is a chopper. Actually, a liner, I should say. And it is misplayed by the left fielder as it bounces. And McMullen's going to come all the way around to throw. Causes the catcher to jump out of his crouch. And Francisco ends up on third base. The Tom Sox get a run back. And boy, that was dangerously close to going into left field on that throw. The windup. And that one is cued down to second. It's going to get through. And that's going to be an RBI single by Trey McDyer, and the Tom Sox tie it up. His first pitch to the left-handed hitting Holinka is driven deep to right. Back at the track, the wall. This one is gone.
Holinka with the dinger.
Little early fireworks for the Tom Sox. They take a 4-2 lead on Christian Holinka's second home run of the season.
And like I mentioned in the pregame, the offense is getting going early here. Holinka with a big dinger right there to right field.
Payoff pitch. Called third strike over the outside corner in Greenfield.
Not happy with that one.
Yeah, definitely not. He took a step down to first base. Christian Holinka with his second home run of the season for the Tom Sox. 3-1 now. And that one misses, ball 4.
He looked like he was about to reach for that one, but made a great decision.
Big lead off a second for Warner. Look back, the pitch, and that one fisted into short right field. It's going to get down. Base hit, they're going to send the runner. Throw to the plate is cut off, and now taking second base. Well, it's going to be a close play, but he slides in safely. First pitch swinging, and that one is in the air to right field. And on the lip of the warning track, making the grab is Jack Murphy. Holinka of the University of Virginia swings on this one, and he has a second hit of the ball game as it's past a diving Jackson Green and into right field, and the Tom Sox have their leadoff man aboard. Harwood out of the College of Worcester. Hits this one in the air to deep right center field, giving chase. This one is off the wall, and it's going to be scooped up. And they're going to send the runner Holinka home after an RBI double by Dan Harwood, and the Tom Sox ahead now 6-2. The bat's sounding off here.
Yeah, after giving up those 2 runs in the first, he's kind of settled down and really got making the guys reach there.
And he gets a swinging strikeout as Murphy goes fishing and comes up empty. Hemingway now from the stretch, kicks, swing and a miss, strike 3, and down go the Generals, scoreless in the top of the 4th. Tom Sox hold on to that 4-run lead despite surrendering a 2-out base runner. McLean Harris here in his first inning of work for the Generals induces a comebacker right back to him, and he underhands it to first for the out. So the Tom Sox go down scoreless for the first time tonight. Wes Clark waits on deck for the Generals as that one is driven to deep left field. Harwood going back, gives it a look. Will it stay fair? It does. And that one is gone, and the Generals cut into the lead with a solo home run off the bat of Connor Norby.
I'm sure the frustration is really setting in for him.
Harris delivers, and this time it's a swinging strikeout as the hat trick that you never want if you're a baseball player. If he digs in for Waynesboro here in the top of the 6th as the Tom Sox head 6-3, and he first pitch swinging drives this one out to right field. It's going to get down and bounce off the wall, and Murphy with an extra base hit to lead off. It's a stand-up double against Sam Crawford, the left-handed reliever for the Tom Sox. Long pause, payoff pitch. Curveball misses upstairs, and the Generals have their first 2 on here in the top of the 6th. Now he squares around to bunt, pushes it up the first base line. The only play is going to be to tag him, and the squeeze works to perfection for Waynesboro. They trade the out for the run. It's now 6-4. The 1-0 from Crawford. That one is hit deep to center field. Going back at the wall is Edge. He leaps, and he makes the grab for the 3rd out. So Kinker hits it to the deepest part of Steve Oakley Ballpark, and he comes up just short of tying this ball game, and the Tom Sox survive another bullet. Figueroa delivers. There goes the runner, and that one is lifted down the right field line short. Gonna land in fair territory. I should say it's going to be caught in fair territory by the second baseman, Green. Came in hitting .333. There's the 3-1 from Balducci. That one misses outside, so Generals get the leadoff man aboard here in the top of the 7th. He leans in, comes set. Now he kicks, delivers, and that one bounces away from the catcher. Runner's going to move down to second, thinking about 3rd. But stopping against Antonio Balducci, the lefty from Richmond. Balducci delivers. Strike 3 called. Paints the outside corner. Mick Jagger would be proud. Figueroa out of FIU looks back, and that one is sprayed back into right field. That's going to be a base hit. McDyer takes a small turn around first, and they're going to hold the runner from second. The 2-2 from Figueroa. That one is bounced up the middle. Gloved at short by Lopez. He steps on the bag, goes to first, and the first baseman just does get his foot back on the bag. 3-0 upstairs again, and a 4-pitch walk issued by Antonio Balducci. His 10th of the season. Generals have a 1-out base runner. Green bats from the right side. And he hits that one in the air to short center field. It's going to get down, and a Texas League single for Jackson Green. The 8-hole hitter brings the Generals a run closer here in the top of the 8th. First pitch to Edge, and that one is belted into right field for a 2-out single. Warner is only going to get to second, but Brock Edge keeps the inning alive for the Tom Sox, man in scoring position now. There go the runners, and it's strike 3 called right down the middle. And the Tom Sox slip out of the inning with no insurance runs, and they cling to a 6-5 lead. Charlottesville Tom Sox looking for his 4th save of the year out of Coastal Carolina. First pitch to Norby is chopped over the mound. Tough play for Greg Ryan. Barehands it. Can't make the play. Pitch throw gets past the first baseman, Holinka, and luckily Norby had kind of overrun the bag into foul territory and isn't going to advance. First pitch swinging, and that one is grounded up the middle. It's going to get through. Grabbed by Edge. The runner's going to come home. The throw is over everybody's head, and this one is tied. The pinch hitter comes through for Waynesboro, and they tie it up at 6, coming all the way back. Four-pitch walk. That one misses upstairs. Now runners on first and second. Now for Waynesboro, so they've tied things up here in the top of the 9th. 1-0, that one upstairs again. 2-0, nowhere to put this guy.
All the Tom Sox pitchers tonight have been having trouble keeping it inside the box, but just one more out will do it.
From Owens. That one misses upstairs again, and Tom Sox on the verge of handing the Generals the lead.
2-1.
Sorry, Valley League baseball fans. We had some technical difficulties at the end of this game, so we can't exactly show you the footage from that game. I decided I'm gonna come out here and act it out for you so you can still get a feel of what happened. We left you, the Generals were up to bat, top of the 9th, 2 outs, and Jack Murphy was up to bat. He had 3 balls called on him. Well, Jack Murphy gets another ball called, so he gets to walk it on down to first base. So if you can see right here, we have 1 on second, Brad Burkell's on second, Jack Murphy's on first, and Jackson Tate is coming up to bat. Still 2 outs. Everything's tied 6-6. Jackson Tate's getting in the box, getting ready. And Jackson Tate gets hit by a pitch. So Tate gets to walk it on down to first as well. And now our bases are loaded. Gunnar Patterson is gonna come up to bat. In the meantime, Brian Owens comes in to pitch for Alaska Abney. The Tom Sox really don't want this thing to get out of hand, so they're making a pitching change. Unfortunately for the Tom Sox, it's more of the same. Back here in the batter's box, Gunnar Peterson getting ready to go. Ball 1, strike 1. That's another ball. That one gets fouled off, so now it's 2-all. Another ball. And Gunnar gets to walk it on down to first base, which means with the bases loaded, Peterson drives in a run. Walking all the way down from third is Brad Burkell. Over here from third. He hits home plate. And now the Generals are up 7-6. 2 outs. Bases still loaded. Gunnar sitting on first. Drove in the 7-6 run. Jackson Green comes up to bat. Unfortunately, Jackson Green pops up to first base. The inning is over, but Generals scored 2 runs off 2 hits. They did leave 3 on, but now they're winning 7-6 heading into the bottom of the 9th. The Tom Sox, they come up to bat, but unfortunately for them, it's a quick half inning for them. There's a 5-3 put out to start things off. Then there's a strikeout. Someone does get on with the walk. Ends things with the 3rd out of the inning. Game is over. Generals beat the Tom Sox 7-6.